One of my favorite clients is Cody Johnson from Garage Door Doctor. He's actually a neighbor of mine. We don't live that far apart. How you doing, bud?
I am doing good. Are you having me over for dinner later? I'll just invite myself.
Sure. I've had you over before. So here's the real question. When are you inviting me to your place?
Well, come over on a Thursday. We'll have a team meeting and you can lead it.
Oh, I'd love to. I've got a lot to say.
I think they'll love it. You are a celebrity after all.
Well, I wanted to talk to you about you being a celebrity because you're on my radio show here in Houston, and you also do podcasts with us at Checker Pro. And I know that you've told me a number of times, by the time you and your technicians go to the house, the homeowner's already very comfortable with you because they've gotten to know you because of the education prior.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. That's what I really love. You know, there's many reasons I love working with you, but one of the best things from a client perspective, our relationship with the client, is that they already know us, they like us, and they trust us. And you've given us instant credibility. So it's a third-party validation that we provide great work, or else you wouldn't put your name on it. And we had a job the other day. His name was Jesse. And when I went over there to Jesse's house, he loved me immediately. He's like, I heard you all over the radio. I can't believe you came to my house. Now, not all the time am I able to go to their house. Sometimes I have a teammate go there, but he could not believe that I was able to come to his house. He literally hugged me when I walked up. Like, I was trying to shake his hand. Hey, I'm Cody. He's like, I know who you are. And he's hugging me. And he loved me. And he loves your show. We do radio also. So we do podcast and radio. He loves the radio show. And, you know, he told me to call you and tell you that I was at his house and he wanted you to know it. And I was able to provide him, we were able to get his garage door fixed up and he's happier than ever. Gave us a 5-star review. But really what I find is instant credibility, instant trust. And that's really the hard part. You know, a lot of times when we get to a client's house, you know, we all know eye contact, smile to the client, try to connect to the client. But a lot of times they're afraid. They're afraid of the price, afraid that you're going to physically hurt them or harm them for some reason. And they're afraid that you don't know what you're doing in the garage. For in our instance, in the garage, HVAC guys would be for the AC and stuff. So, you know, but with you, they already trust us and we're already validated. You know, no like trust, but we're already validated. You have validated us. And once they are able to listen to us a few times on a few episodes, they trust us and they know that we actually are the authority when it comes to the garage. Like our name's Garage Door Doctor, and we're the doctor of that garage. They know we know our stuff because they're able to hear us up front instead of it being kind of more of even though they called you, it's a little bit more of a cold relationship. This is a hot relationship the second we walk in there.
It's so important that you as a company, a home service provider, whoever that may be, it could be an HVAC company, a roofer, electrician, plumber, garage door, that ahead of time you establish the know, like, and trust, and that the homeowner get to know you. Cody, today, so many home service professionals are going where everyone else is going, whether it's Google or some other lead source. And what's worked since the day man started building relationships is the relationship, the know, like, and trust. And I think a lot of us have forgotten. All we need to do is very, very simple, is we need to get in front of that prospect, whether it's on a video, a podcast, could even be radio, which is extremely valuable and effective. I've been doing that for a very long time. A lot of people who are younger, Cody, don't understand that. You understand it because, well, you're deep in it, right? Because you do it with me. And people are human. They want to get to know you before you're going to come out to their home, stand on their property, and ask them for money.
Yes. And, you know, what we found working with you is that we're able to convert more jobs. So we'll just talk straight numbers. We're able to convert more jobs, higher percentage of jobs at a higher average ticket. You know, back in the old day of doing business before you, we would just get there and we sold on price, just our lowest price possible. You know, just let me give you the lowest price. We don't have to do that anymore with your clients. They want quality. All they needed to do is know that they can trust us and that we'll take care of them. And that's all they wanted to know. And that's the hardest part when it's more of a cold lead, even though, they called you and it's not cold, but it's still kind of cold. They don't know you because all they did is they searched in Google and they searched garage door repair near me or HVAC repair near me. They didn't search garage door doctor. They didn't search Gettle. They didn't search A1 Garage. When they search brand name, they're loyal to that brand. More than likely, they want that company there, and so a lot of times before you, they weren't searching garage door doctor, and you helped us with our branding. Let's talk about that for a minute. When you search garage door repair, a lot of times we advertise on PPC, we still do, and that can cost a lot of money. When they search garage door doctor, my brand name, it costs us $6 a click. So you go from 30, 50, maybe even $100 a click on PPC down to $6. And more importantly, they're searching for me, not just some random company that's closest to them. They didn't care. When I did that job for Jesse, he didn't care I was from the other side of town. He wanted me. He would have waited all day, all night. He would have waited a week for us. So, if it was an urgent thing, that'd been a different thing, but he wanted us there. He wanted to see the real deal, and that's what he got. And so to me, it helps with your brand. It helps with connecting to the client. The networking that I can get working with you and with your friends that you have is amazing. Howard Partridge, Tommy Mello, Alan O'Neill, Ellen Rohr, Al Levy. I mean, all the people that and that you have a connection with, and now I have access to them too. And that's really helped me also. So I appreciate you.
Yeah, no, I appreciate you. It's been great to work with you and your father and your brother and your mother and all the other team members, which are like family. And I really appreciate you being part of our team at Checkapro and having faith in me and my team to bring valuable customers. I was going to say leads, but I need to be careful because they're not leads. These are actual appointments that generally turn into jobs.
Yeah, and not just jobs. They're raving. The difference is it's not really a customer. It's not a one job deal. For instance, Jesse, he's a raving fan, and we're friends. We're now friends. I'm friends with Jesse. We're friends, but he's a raving fan. And the difference is that's an ambassador for now my business. He's an ambassador for Garage Door Doctor. He'll go on Nextdoor app. He'll say, we're the best. Every time somebody asks for a garage door repair, that's a free lead now. Those people are free leads. And not only that, it's a trusted lead because it's a referral. So he's going to go out of his way to refer us. If he has any other issues there, which he better not, because I was there. But if he has any more issues, he's going to call me. I gave him my direct cell phone number. So we'll take good care of him. But it's not just a job. If you do it right and you do it, the way that we're doing from you, these are raving fans. The majority of the time they're raving fans, and there's a difference there. And that's really what our goal is to give the customer a wow experience so they are a raving fan. The difference here is they're already a raving fan. Now we have to provide the service we promised. Okay, we got to, we promised them 5-star service. We got to over deliver, which sometimes can be difficult. But I like that challenge because we'll usually be able to provide that. So
the know, like, and trust is so important. We talk about it all the time. And what a lot of small business owners, let's take home service, for instance, a lot of home service professionals do is, like I said earlier, they do what everybody else is doing. And they just buy the popular lead sources.
Yeah,
they're not necessarily branding well, but the problem is you become a commodity to the to the homeowner. So when you're a commodity to the homeowner, they're then just looking at you as someone who can repair or replace whatever you repair or replace. And then price becomes more important to them because there's nothing special about you. And so I tell people all the time, Cody, it's really important for you to be real, be human, and have people buy from you. People like to buy from people. from people. So we say people they know, like, and trust. And people are going to spend more money buying from people than they are a vending machine. And that's what a lot of home service professionals do. They're out there in a transactional business, and you call your customers clients. Most people in your business do not call them clients. They're called customers. And a client relationship is different. This is one where they pay more and they come back again and again.
Yeah. And, on that, so a couple things on that. So you're absolutely right. But I would also like to state when everybody, so right now we all know the economy is a little tough, right? We're coming into Christmas. The economy is going on a dip and hopefully not a valley. Interest rates look like they're going higher, which is another, it's the gas pedal being let off from the government. And it's actually, they're throttling it down. We all know what's happening, right? So, I go on the Facebook and I see all these guys, the gloom and the doom, all hell's breaking loose. And this is basically what the message is out there on Facebook. So what do these companies do? A lot of them are cutting back on marketing. That's a mistake. That's a mistake. Now, maybe they need to internally look, are they able to deliver the service that they provide? Or are they able to deliver premium service? And if they are they charging subpar prices? Are they charging premium pricing? What's their price? They need to look at their price structure. But, so they're going to quit on a lot of things, and then they're going to go straight to Google. Google is God, right? They're going to go to LSA and they're going to go to PPC. Well, here's the problem. Everybody floods that market. That increases their costs. And then the customer, to your point, if they don't know, like, and trust you, they don't feel like you actually truly care about them. That's your goal. Show them that you care more. I heard this from Andy Elliott. Show them more that you care more about them than they care about themselves. When we were talking about Jesse earlier, I showed that, and he loved me to begin with. But I showed him that I cared more about him than he cared about himself. And it's kind of hard to provide that, but really it's not. It's just excited. You're energetic. You love the opportunity. You don't let, whatever troubles that I might have, it doesn't affect me on that job site. When I'm there, my attention is on Jesse. And, to the guys out there that are throttling back on their marketing and then just funneling it where everybody else is, LSA and PPC, you're paying too much. You're paying too much. You need to work on, I would differentiate. I mean, that's what you do. Make some podcast videos with Joe. Get on the radio, even if Joe doesn't want to do it. I begged him for it. But differentiate. Go where everybody is not at. On the videos, find a way to get it into your client's hands. Put it on your website. Advertise your podcast. And that's what I would suggest to do. You can put it on TikTok. You can put it on Facebook, on YouTube. Find a way for your clients to find it. And if they can find it and they watch you on video and say, hey, this is how I service a water heater, or this customer had water that was, needs a water softener with the filter because they're basically drinking chlorine water. The water they're drinking is worse than pool water. On the HVAC side, indoor air quality. This isn't that difficult. My wife's asthmatic. You can sell me almost anything that would make my wife's life better. But did you ask? No, you didn't. But here's what you can do. You can make some podcast videos with Joe, and he can you can educate me on the services you provide and what's the benefit and what's the features. And if I watch it enough, you're going to be the expert. And when you're the expert, I'm going to pay whatever price you ask. I don't care, because now I know, like, and trust you. So.
You're right. People are willing to spend more money on the service and or product based on the relationship. If it's just transactional, there's nothing there. And people still want the human connection. If everyone is going on to Google to advertise and to other lead sources, such as a Google, other digital, what about the other things like we've talked about, direct response radio, which is very effective? It's not for everybody, but anyone who does it knows what it can do. Doing podcasts and videos and reels and shorts from those videos. Most home service professionals aren't doing that. And you need to stand out today. When things tighten up, especially when the business just isn't flowing in like it was during COVID. If you were in home service during COVID, you could be inefficient. You could be sleeping half the time and you're going to do fine. Today, you need to sharpen things up. It's musical chairs. And if you never played that game, when the music stops, meaning the economy slows down, there are fewer opportunities, fewer chairs. Someone's going to be stuck out in the cold. You shouldn't be you.
Yeah. One other thing I like about your service, believe it or not, I don't really like talking in front of a camera. So, but some of the owners or some of the managers, whoever's in charge, it might be best for them to get into this type of event that we do and get out there and talk about what they love and talk about why they do what they do. What is their why? What's their guy's why? And, a lot of people, they're afraid to tell you what I do. Oh, I'm afraid to tell you I just do garage doors. No, I provide great service. I take care of clients. Take care of the freaking clients. They're not marks. Here's the deal. Here's the truth. A lot of companies out there think of the customer as a mark, as I got him good. That's how they think of it. And no. We get good tickets. We get great tickets. We get low tickets. The only thing I ask my guys to do is the customer satisfied? Do they understand their options? Did we get a high ticket because I didn't give I gave them an ultimatum instead of options? Did I only give them one option? Did I give them 3 to 6? And then they'll hear my wrath. So there are a few occasions where there's just kind of only one option to go with, but our job is not to give ultimatums. Our job is to give options to the client. Our job is to connect to the client. And I think a lot of times home service companies, they're just there to make as much money as possible. And we are in business. We do want to make as much as possible. But one thing that I would advise, at least in the garage door world and HVAC too, I mean, right now we're in the shoulder season. When you get out to that client, make a raving fan. Have them refer you. Not all the time is it about the job you make right now. What is the lifespan of that client? What is their value to your company? Is it one and done? Or can I go to their house 2, 3, 4 times? Can they refer me to 4, 5, 10 of their neighbors in the next door app? Can they give me a 5-star review, which has maybe an infinite return on Google, as long as it was a 5-star? Can I get them to take a picture of the service I provided? Maybe with me in it, maybe with me hugging them, whatever the case is. This is how you differentiate yourself from everybody else. Everybody does use Google. Everybody looks at Google reviews, a majority of them. And, what would be better, Joe, is if my arm's wrapped around you, you're smiling, thumbs up, and then you post the 5-star review? Or is it just 5-star review for that company? When they got a lot, it's going to look fake. When I have a real person and you post it yourself, and you might have some bad reviews, the way you respond to the reviews, actually respond to the reviews. Let them know this is not a fake company and that we're here and we care. That we care is the key thing there. And what a better way to care than to make some podcasts with you and that are videos and podcasts and YouTube links and stuff. I can educate the client before I even get to their house. Now I have an educated client because a confused buyer doesn't buy. They're educated. They know what they want before I even get there. I really love it. I really do.
Can I plug my book?
Let's do it.
Hey, it's called the Radio Pitchman's Podcast Playbook. And so, Cody, you're familiar with this book. I'm sure you've read it before. And we have an audio version as well. And I'd like people who are watching this to ask me for it. And I will send you a link to the free audio version. But if you want a copy of this book, I'll send it to you for free. I'll even sign it for you. It only takes about 25 minutes to read it, about 25 minutes to listen to it on the audio version as well. But this is put together specifically for home service professionals. And it is the Radio Pitchman's Podcast Playbook. It takes my decades of years of experience in radio and how I've converted it to podcast and now into video and how it really helps home service. And it's really a cool little playbook for you. And I would love the opportunity to get this in your hands and get to use a resource that my clients use, such as Cody does and Tommy Mello from A1 Garage Doors. And I go down the list of the HVAC, electrical, plumbing, garage door, garage floor businesses. If you're in home service, you've got to stand apart from the pack. Everybody's doing what Cody was saying. Google, other traditional lead sources. You got to do all that. But on top of that, get visible out there on podcasts and on video. And you know what, Cody? A lot of people in your business, in home service, tell me, I'm just a contractor, Jim. I don't know how to do this. That's what I'm here for, right? So
I told you that. I told you that. I said the same thing. Like, I don't know how to do this. You're like, you'll be all right. And you helped coach me up a little bit, and and you gave me some experience that I never had before, and I learned. And it. You just got to try. You're never going to get better at anything if you don't just do it. And the first time you do it, you're probably going to suck. Probably are. But as I was telling Mike, it's the same thing in anything you do. If you've never swung a bat before, when you're trying to hit a baseball, you're not going to do very good. Sorry. But all you got to do is just get back up there and keep swinging, and you'll eventually get pretty darn good. You just got practice makes perfect, and I'm still not perfect, so maybe we should practice more.
No, Cody, you do a great job. Hey, thanks for your time today. I really appreciate it, buddy.
Thank you. I appreciate you.